So till yesterday, we have completed database seeder. Okay. Then Mongo's middleware, then geolocation hooks, how we can getting all the parameters like street, zip code, from the address. Then we can using the Mongo's middleware to dump the individual address parameter to the database. So today we are going to filter some area from location, filter some location or fetch some location in a specific radius using Geospatial API, right? So there is one Geospatial API. You can see detail of it from here. Geospatial API from MongoDB. You can see inside operator there are so many operators like comparison operator, logical operator. We'll see at the time of filter, right? Then geospectral operator is also there, which is always dealing with geolocation like drawing polygons. Then specific space inside from a center I am passing some radius. So look at this, it is geocenter operator, center sphere operator, and you just need to pass a coordinates. XY means it is a latitude and longitude, and the radius in which we are going to search, some location, more location inside this radius, right? So this is also most important functionality most of the time we face in our application. So that's why I just select this. Then in geolocation, okay, so let's we have to do some methods, to create some methods, just like get bootcamp, bootcamps, update bootcamps, delete all the stuff. So I'm going to create another method inside my bootcamp controller, which is called get bootcamps in radius. Okay, so for that we have to use this one, geolocation geocoder utility methods, utility files, utility methods. Okay, discussion I'm coming. So do you want to say something? Hello? Pankaj is not hearing my voice. Guys, my voice is audible?
Yes, sir. It's perfect.
Okay, so I think Pankaj Khatri is not able to hear my voice. So I don't know what is the problem. I think your internet issue is from your side, Pankaj. If you can rejoin, that would be good. Okay, so let's continue. So let's create one method inside our bootcamp controller. Let me go inside our bootcamp controller, bootcamp JSON, what is data, I don't record it. Controller, bootcamp controller. Let me create one method. Before creating this method, I have to, yes, I've already import this geocoder module. I've already import this. Then I have to create one method. So sorry, I'm inside model. So it is not there. I have to import that. So I'm creating this method, but as I explained, I have to import this geocoder utility methods, right? Because it is required. Let me import it over here. Then let's see what I'm doing over here. Okay, So I'm creating one method, get bootcamp in radius. So as usual, I am just using async handler, and inside that I'm passing my controller method. So what I did over here, so as I explained, as I show you this one. So this is, look at it. I am just geo within, and inside geo center I am passing x coordinate and y coordinate and radius, right? So I am doing the same one over here within geo, the operator geo within, and inside geosphere I am passing lat long and radius. So how can I get the lat long or radius? So for that I am using, whenever I am sending requests, from request I am abstracting the zip code and the distance. So I am creating the API, sorry, creating the method, sorry, URL, route URL like this: radius. After bootcamp, this is radius, then zip code will be dynamic and the distance will be dynamic, which I have to pass from the URL. Then I'm getting it from request.params. And do you know what is it? It is destructuring. Means if there are two variables or two objects inside this params, then I can assign at a time to two different variables. The two value will be assigned to this two variable, and the sequence doesn't matter. It will match uh, according to the name of the variable. This is destructuring in ES6. Okay, now zip code and distance I get it over here. Then I'm passing this zip code, and our geocode method will provide me a object which will store in location, and I can see the location. I can get the latitude and longitude out of that object, location object, right? Then I'm passing this latitude, longitude, and the distance, which I will get from the request parameter. Then I pass it over here. Then I will get all the locations or all the bootcamp inside this radius. So whatever the zip code I passed, for example, uh, I passed on latitude and longitude and the radius in miles. So look at it, how the radius, how I'm calculating the radius over here. So radius is like distance divided by the radius of Earth. So the radius of Earth is 3,963 miles or 6,378 kilometers. So you can search it from Google. Okay, then radius, your radius, whatever you pass over here, then the distance divided by the Earth radius, then you can find your radius, means in which radius we are going to search. Then you need to pass this radius over here along with your current location lat long. Okay, now you have to add this method into the route file. Definitely you have to do it. Bootcamp model. So here, sorry, route, bootcamp route. Here you need to add that method first. Import that method. So that is get bootcamp in radius. Then the route will be something like, what is the route after bootcamps? This is the route. Okay, and then dot inside get method I am passing get bootcamp in radius, right? Clear? As it is a single method, so I can put it in one line also. Okay, or it is better I can keep it in a new line. Not an issue.
Spell mistake router.
Okay, okay, now it's working. So now let's try this. I'm going to my bootcamp controller, then within radius. So I'm passing this zip code and distance 10 mile. Let me send the request. Okay. Now the zip code I'm sending over here, and I'm getting according to the zip code inside 10 radius, 10 mile radius. These locations are available. These bootcamps are available. Only one bootcamp we found right now. Okay. So it is very easy, but you have to remember this thing only. So whatever method I am using over here, very simple. This, but you can see more on geolocation from here. Whatever you want to learn, if you want to learn more, you can go over here in MongoDB documentation. You can see all operator. We are also going to learn some of them at the time of filter, pagination, and all the stuff. But you can learn more about it from here. So the reference link I've already put it over here. You can get it. You can check from here. So do you have any question? Anybody has this question? Bhuneshwar?
No, sir.
So I have a bit, I'm a bit confused in the radius part
Okay.
because here you are calculating distance by radius. That is, I could not understand perfectly.
Okay.
It is actually basically in MySQL or the PostgreSQL, it's direct. We use the radius. That is whatever you pass 10. But here you have again calculated with the distance because distance you are assuming that is the 10 whatever you pass.
Mm.
So 10 by 3963, that is mile radius, original radius of earth.
Yes.
So that is the confusion here,
So
radius.
this distance by original radius is our radius. Means how could you calculate the radius? Because we are passing the distance, right? So how could, according to Earth, what will be the radius according to the distance? Means do you understand what I'm saying? Means distance is something else, radius is something else. Means we have to, for example, you are sending some distance like 20 kilometers, but the 20 kilometers will be the radius. uh, if you want to find the 20 kilometer radius, then how it is in aspect ratio according to the Earth radius,
Okay.
what would be the radius according to the distance? We have to calculate accordingly.
This is totally the calculated different type of calculation by the Mongos.
Yes.
By this whatever we are using the geocoder.
Yes.
So because in MySQL there we pass in directly the miles we pass in
No,
the
no. If
query. Here we are not
if I
passing.
am if I am
That means
passing this distance also, it will work, but it is not actually radius. It is
Hanan, I got it because here the mile is not anywhere concerned in the query. So that's why we are using the miles to create the radius
yes. We
with the
can pass
distance.
also kilometer as well. We can pass, but
Ha
there
ha,
is,
kilometer.
yes, but we have
That
to,
time that time distance should be calculated as kilometer.
yes.
Hmm. No, got it. I got it. No problem.
Means if I am passing the distance also, it will work, but it is not actual. It is wrong one. Actual radius we have to consider according to the
Ah,
Earth radius divide distance. Means if our distance is
no, no.
100 kilometer, our radius is 100 kilometer in the Earth, right?
Anyhow, anyhow, you have to we have to tell the Mongos which type of calculation we need. It is the mile type calculation or the kilometer type calculation. So
Yes.
this way we have to pass this formula
Correct,
to
correct.
tell
Might
him.
be, might be MySQL has this calculation internally, means divided
Yes,
distance
yes,
by
yes,
this.
yes. I know. Yeah, yeah. The cos theta and sin theta with this figure 9396. Then
Yes,
automatic that
yes,
is calculated there.
correct,
Yes, I
correct.
got it.
But we have to pass this. I
Yes,
think I
got
think
it.
that there might some other method as well available. We can get the direct radius. Might be, I don't
Yes.
know. Might be there inside. You
So
can. There are so many things
is
you can use from here. maximum distance
So
we
is it this method returning any distance, like the nearest point of whatever we are finding?
hmm.
So like
What it
the
will
first one is 30
yes,
kilometers.
what it will do, it will inside this radius,
Yes,
inside this radius of this latitude and longitude, whatever
yes, got it.
latitude and longitude will be fall inside this radius will return to us.
Right.
So we don't have to do
Okay.
any calculation, it will do calculation for us, this geosphere, the center sphere.
Sometimes what actually in my school, sometimes what happens, we need to arrange the items or the documents according to the near to you. So ascending order and descending order by the kilometer. So is there any facility to get the items ordered by the near to me first, within first kilometer, 1 kilometer,
Good
I
question.
need
Good
then
question.
the second
So
kilometer, then the third kilometer,
I think
arranging the stuff.
yes. So for that we have to find out the distance from one location to another location. Okay.
Yes, I am just telling you, is that giving any
Uh,
distance according to the
I don't use this, but it might be there. Yes.
100? Yes,
Yes. Yes.
of
Yes.
course there.
Okay.
Yes,
So I think it is here. This near one.
uh,
I think it will. We are using for that. This one.
yes.
Okay. So there are
Okay,
so many things. If you read more on
no,
this,
no, yes.
definitely, because
Okay,
everything, I think whatever you can achieve in a relational database, you can achieve here as well.
and yes.
Yes,
Okay,
even more than that you
sure.
can say.
Sure, we will explore. Sure.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so now it is completed. Anybody has any questions? Okay, sure. So let's go to the next topic. What is that? 10.5 and 6. Sorry, it's 5, I think. Okay, now advanced filtering, then select search paginations, then we are going to create other models. So let's see one by one. So it is very important or mostly used things that we are going to discuss right now in this document as advanced filtering. So whenever we are sending any from the front end, we are sending any parameters in query parameters. It is not normal parameters. It is query parameters. Query string means what is the difference between this and this? Like what is this? What is this? This is this one I am talking about. This ID. So you can get it through params. Okay, this one you can get it through params inside database inside our express. Okay, but this is what the same thing whenever you are sending it from the front end, the query parameter, how you are dealing with it means sorry, as a query, like what is query means it is params, it is parameter, but whatever you are passing through query means let me explain you over here. uh, so
I mean,
like
you want to,
uh,
you
like
are saying by the question mark and
exactly,
operator, whatever we
yes.
passing.
So
Okay, that we
query,
can
that is called query,
access
query params.
that. Yeah, yes, query.
Okay,
So that
so
we
how
can
we can,
access the
yes,
body.
how we can, not body actually, we have a
Okay.
query object over there. It is just params, you can say request.params. So that is, we can access those things with query, request.query. Okay, so let's see
Yes.
one by one how we can get those things. Okay, so For that, we have to change something in get bootcamp's query parameter. So let me copy and paste first so that I can explain you in details. So it is in get bootcamps, which is already there in our controller get bootcamps, which is at the top get bootcamps. So it was very short, but now it is very long, a large file methods. So what I'm doing over here, so whenever look, query request dot params and request dot query both are different. So whenever I'm passing data like this is params, but whenever I'm passing some data a question mark, then variable name equal to some value, then ampersand, then another variable, then equal to some value like this, then this is query. You can get through request dot query, right? So if I want to console it first so that you can very much pretty clear about it. Before that, I want to copy one query which is already there, like location equal to this and housing equal to false. Let's don't save it. Get all bootcamps. I'm passing it like this. So नहीं होता. Why it is not displaying anything? Let's see. Okay. So look at this. So I'm passing over the location dot state. Okay. So I'm passing location dot state over here, and value is MA. So you can get the request dot query is something like this as an object, where location dot state is one parameter and housing is another parameter, right? But cast error, I'm getting cast error. Why? Query let query request dot query. Object ID sending. Get all outcomes. Hmm. It is there.
Try without dot first, then you can understand. The problem with the dot or
No, no, no. Now this is not found. Boot camps. This server. Let's get all boot camps is also not working. What happened? I don't know what is the problem.
Sir, can you check the spelling once? Like it is boot camps or boot camp only in
Right?
function name?
Boot camps, boot camps. You're talking about this, right? Boot camps.
Yes.
This is boot camps. API slash boot camps. What happened?
What, sir? Port?
Okay. Issue. What is the issue? I don't know. Port is
Port, port is 3000, or yeah, you had 3000.
3000, 3000. What is the
So
issue then?
try by removing the API V1 API. Is it concatenating or not with
No,
the
it is working. What is there any other? Okay, there is some special character over here. That's why it is not working. Okay, okay. Let's see then location. I can see this. Okay, now it is working. So we can see. Okay, it is not working because I have removed this. I have removed the code, the filter. Let copy and paste. Okay, so look at it. Only one. You can see only one count over here, right? So which is the state from MA, and housing is false. We can see. So it is normal filtering, but I can show you how the query request.query is generated. It is like an object. So whatever, if you want to pass multiple query parameters over here, then after question mark you can put the key and the value, and then ampersand will using ampersand we can pass multiple values, multiple key and value parameters, query parameters, right? So it is very simple one, but how you can get it out using request.query, right? And what I'm doing over here, uh, so for example you have to pass something like so you have to filter something like which is greater than something, greater than 1000 and less than 2000, for example. So in that case, how could you pass this? So first I want to explain you here some more operators like query operators, comparison, equal, less than equal to, sorry, equal to, greater than equal to, in, less than equal to, less than, okay, not equal to, and not in. So these are some operator which we are going to use to filter data from the database using Mongoose. So how could you pass these operators? So for that we are going to use some tricks. Let me show you like this. So you can see there is no data available because there is nothing like average cost available in our database in data. Let's check. That's why you can, there is no average cost over here. So we can do by importing data, by first create those average cost inside our data field, and you can check it. So here I want to show you how we are generating it. So first look at this console of query string, json.parse query string, and before that also I'm printing the query. So whenever you pass the query string in this manner, like average cost is the field name, then less than equal to inside the square bracket, means it is uh, less than equal to, then 10,000 is the value, then again average cost is another parameter we pass which is greater than equal to 7,000. So I want to fetch value which is more than 7,000, average cost is more than 7,000 and less than 10,000, average cost is less than 10,000, right? But how it converted into query string, because this is new thing for us, right? So it will create another object inside the original object query parameter. So look at it. So now average cost is the key where that we pass from the front end, and the LTE and the GTE, we create another object inside first object. We are creating another object, right? So if I make you understand over here the query here, greater than equal to, so look at the query how it looks like. So it is like property name, okay, then greater than, inside this main object we are passing gt equal to 20, means it is greater than 20, okay. And if you need it is less than 30, then comma lt, dollar lt colon 30 will be the another parameters inside it, okay. So the query is like this. So we have to convert this query in the same format to initiate the query to the database, right? So if I enable this one, I'll show you one thing. Look at here. So generally it will create a query string or the query.params object like this. Average cost, inside this object it is another JSON which contain LTE and GTE, but there is no dollar sign available over there. Look at this, but we need a dollar sign is over there. That's why I'm replacing this GT, LT, LTE and in with a dollar sign. I just append the dollar sign using this replace method. After that my query is something like this, and I'm passing it to this find method, okay. So what I did over here, so if any Node.js developer available, so what are you doing at this in this moment? Have you ever what you can say manipulate this query in this method in this manner, or you are doing something else? Anybody else? Nirali, how could you do this? It is less than 1 minute, we can discuss it tomorrow. Okay, so this thing this query, advanced query and all the stuff I will discuss, we will discuss tomorrow in details, okay. Then populate, then how can you select, okay. Okay, let's discuss tomorrow.